We know that it is important to use other strategies to respond to problem behavior. Today, I will be talking about differential reinforcement. Systematically reinforcing lower rates of problem behavior, other behaviors, alternative appropriate behaviors, and physically incompatible appropriate behavior. In an elementary example, a student is calling out an answer, calling the teacher's name, not raising their hand. So, for an example of differential reinforcement, the teacher will give an example of raising their hand, how to do it, and teaching this skill. Then the teacher sees that this student raises their hand. The teacher will immediately call on this student to show that they are doing the right thing. And the teacher will respond by saying, "That's how we show respect. Thank you." And then the student will get to share their response. Another elementary example is telling the students they're about to transition into something else and to walk back to your seat with a bubble in your mouth. A secondary example would be the teacher privately conferences with a student and says, "I really value your contributions, but I want some other students to get more involved. So if you could not respond as much as possible so everyone else gets an opportunity to respond, that would be great." Also, another one would be saying if the students are respectful and they listen and don't misbehave during the lesson, then while they are doing their independent work, they will be given the ability, or they will be allowed to listen to music while they do their independent work. A non-example of this would be the teacher yells at the student each time they engage in a problem and ignores appropriate behavior. So if the teacher responds when the student was yelling out her name, but then he raises his hand and she doesn't call on him and doesn't praise him for that behavior, that is an example of what you should not do, because this promotes their bad behavior, and we want to do the opposite of that. The evidence on this is differential reinforcement is proven to reduce problem behavior. Obviously, all these examples are important, and I think it can help different types of behaviors, and there's different strategies to go about getting rid of these bad behaviors and promoting good behaviors.